What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are out there living your best life. Man, Call of Duty Vanguard, disappointing sales, blamed on the World War II setting.
Stop the cap.
Now look, I deleted Vanguard a while back, and then I just re-downloaded it with the start of season 3 just to hop on. And I'm gonna be honest, I still to this day, I cannot play this game for more than an hour without, feeling like good, like I'm having a good time. Like it's not fun for me. I can go and play Modern Warfare 2 despite all, Modern Warfare 2019, despite all the bad stuff like the footsteps and the terrible maps and the spawning. I could play that game way longer than I could play Vanguard and still enjoy myself. Now, at first, when I looked at this, I was like, yeah, maybe World War II is the reason it's not doing so well, because, people are tired of the older guns. They want to see a lot of new stuff. And, World War II is just kind of outlived itself, so to speak. But when I go back and think, like, I'm a fan of the World War II genre. I love the World War II setting. I appreciate the World War II guns, and World War II movies, like anything World War II, I'm all about it. So when I go and look at the past games that was World War II, so they had Call of Duty World War II by Sledgehammer, which it was okay. It got a lot better after they did an update a year later. And then we go back further to Call of Duty World at War, and everybody enjoyed that game. But again, I know that was in a different time. So let's go to something like Battlefield 1, World War I. That game was next level. That game was a fantastic game. Despite the old guns, that game, I wanted to play it. That was something I was thinking about in my free time. Like, dang, I can't wait to get off work so I can go play Battlefield 1. Or at the time, I can't wait till I get out of practice, because I was in college at the time, so I go play Battlefield 1, because Battlefield 1, that was a legendary game, and to this day people are still playing it, having a good time. So I don't think it's fair for Call of Duty to say that the sales are down because of the World War II setting, because you can make a World War II game and it could be fantastic, and I strongly believe that. I just think that the stuff that's in your game, they're trying to take an easy way out, and I don't think nobody's seeing through it. Call of Duty Vanguard was the best selling new video game release of 2021. But even so, its sales were still below expectations. Call of Duty Vanguard has sold worse than Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare, and is in fact one of the worst selling Call of Duty games in years. In a message to its stockholders, Activision has offered its own theory on why Call of Duty Vanguard has struggled to meet sales expectations. Man, come on. And the only reason it was the best selling video game of 2021, because let's be honest, as of right now, there's not a lot of games coming out, especially AAA titles that, back then, like around 2007 to 2012, that area, all through those times, AAA titles was dropping left and right. It was so much stuff to do, so much games to play, and just now it's just like one big game that's hyped up drops every 6 months, and lately the games haven't even been living up to what they're supposed to be. I mean, look at Cyberpunk. How Cyberpunk 2077 was hyped up to be one of the biggest games ever, and it just totally flopped on its release. It was the worst put together game ever, and it was delayed. It was delayed, mind you. So then you have Modern Warfare 2019, you have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and now Vanguard, and then Battlefield 2042. All these games. And there were people upset about every single one of them. Every single one. People quit playing Call of Duty on Modern Warfare 2019. I personally liked it because of the, the newer Modern Warfare genre of it, and I'm a huge fan of the, the today titles that we have that's modern and futuristic and stuff like that. So I can say I'm one of the people that did enjoy that game, but it still goes to say the game just wasn't holding its weight. The hype was a lot bigger than what the game actually was, and quite frankly, if you ain't delivering, people are gonna start to go away. Activision said that it blames its own execution for Call of Duty Vanguard's disappointing sales, believing that it failed to deliver as much innovation as it needed to make sure the game was a success. Beyond that, Activision also pointed to Call of Duty Vanguard's World War II setting as another reason why the game sales were not up to expectations. Again, going back to the World War II, especially on the next gen consoles, I don't think that had a lot of heavy influence in why the game didn't sell. You know what I'm saying? Like World War II, even everybody likes Saving Private Ryan. Maybe it's these weak ass settings that they're putting us in, these weak ass maps. You know what I'm saying? Like Saving Private Ryan, D-Day, Pearl Harbor, the Battle of Midway. That's the nitty gritty, man. You know what I'm saying? Them battles was nasty. They was fierce. Go back to World War II. Not World War II, I'm sorry, World at War, and just the setting, the music, just the sheer nastiness of World War II. That's what people want to feel when it's World War II, because let's be honest, that was a nasty, nasty war. And this just seemed like a money grab, in my opinion. It seemed like they were trying to just throw something out there, and it didn't really cater to the players. So I think you can't blame it on the World War II setting. I'm sorry. While it's possible the World War II setting could have contributed to Call of Duty Vanguard's underwhelming sales performance, the game's critical reception of the word of mouth from the community likely played a bigger role. Yes, thank you. Call of Duty Vanguard's campaign is incredibly short and doesn't do much to shake things up from previous games in the series, and its zombie mode was universally panned by fans and critics alike. Now, I'm a huge fan of campaign. If you go back and look at my channel, it's based off of single player, single player story games. And like I have over 500 videos of playing single player games. So I love campaign. And if you think a campaign has nothing to do with the base of a game, you're sorely mistaken, because go look at any game, Black Ops 4, Battlefield 2042, these games that didn't have a campaign, so it didn't provide a base for the game. So in my opinion, I like to know why we're fighting here. And when I go to multiplayer, I'm like, okay, I remember this area from the campaign, or an area like this area, and it just kind of makes sense. And that's how games have always done it, from Halo 1 all the way up to Modern Warfare 2019. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. So when you take that away, it takes away the base for the game. It's like a foundation, in my opinion. Zombies, I ain't even finna talk about that. Don't get me started there. And the article ends by saying, again, I'm gonna leave the article in the description. It's kind of a long article. I didn't want to go over the entire thing, but it ends by saying Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is being built alongside a Warzone sequel, which would also help sales. A proper reveal for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is expected to come at some point in the near future, so fans should stay tuned for more information. Obviously, Warzone is a fantastic game, if I'm being honest. Yes, it has its cracks and nicks in it, but what game doesn't? Overall, the game is great. The Ricochet anti-cheat has been working enough. I don't think it's been perfect, but it's been working enough. I used to run into cheaters, and I'm not the best player in the world, so the fact that I'm not running into cheaters at all, and even the top streamers that I see that, skill-based streamers, they're not even running into a lot of cheaters. So that's a good thing. That means the anti-cheat's working. Hope to see the same thing with Call of Duty Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. I do hope that Warzone 2 is its own entity, kind of like Fortnite, Apex Legends is its own thing, and then Modern Warfare 2 is its own thing, instead of keeping the platform tied to Modern Warfare like they do now. Like Modern Warfare 2019 Warzone is tied into that platform, which is outdated now, and I think a lot of people don't like that, especially console players can't do the FOV slider, stuff like that. Little stuff like this ruins the experience. But anyways, If you guys made it this far in the video, I want to appreciate you for watching. Keep it here for some more information on Call of Duty. We're gonna talk about it going forward. Every day, man, I'm looking to see what's out, and you know, quite honestly, it's not too much stuff that's too exciting, so I don't cover it every day, but every time I see something new that's worth talking about, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I want to appreciate you guys once again, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.